Hello guys and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to show you a game between Liren and Levon Aronian from London Chess GCT finals from December 2019. And this is a rapid section of their game, and this is the I suppose it's round 3. And Levon Aronian is playing with the black pieces and Liren with the white pieces, and Ding opens with d4, knight to f6, c4, e6, knight to f3, d5 and knight to c3. So queen's gambit declined and 3 knights variation. And Levon goes for bishop to e7, bishop to f4, castles, and Ding goes for e3, covering this pawn twice now and also opening the line for the bishop. Knight b to d7, bishop to e2, just opening for the preparing to castle, and pawn captures c4. Ding castles and d5, pushing the pawn. So this is all standard theory. Queen's gambit decline, you want your opponent will gonna pick up this pawn, but you gonna get it back later. a4, knight to h5, attacking the knight here and also the bishop, and it's useful square for the knight since it's not attacked by anyone yet. And bishop captures c4. Engine recommends here bishop to g3, so it would be getting out of the knight's harm, but okay, Ding captures the pawn back. Don't want it to. He wants to get rid of this lonely pawn here, and knight captures f4. So the bishop is now captured, and for Ding it's okay that he's gonna have this open e-file, and he doesn't have a bishop pair anymore. So pawn captures f4, and Levon pushes the c5 pawn, and Ding captures d5. Bishop captures and queen to e2. So connecting the rooks now, and also defending this nice bishop here. If there's gonna be some attacks, maybe knight to b6, and it's really good bishop now, so Levon wants to get rid of it. And b6 pushing the pawn and defending the bishop there in the c file, and rook a to d1, queen to e7, rook f to e1, just piling up the pieces now in this e file, and g6, making room for the king for the later time, and also some ideas that you bring queen on this diagonal, and it has a square here also if there's gonna be some attacks, maybe like if the knight sometime gets into this d5 square, it could attack the queen, and it could be maybe it's more useful for the king later time, but okay. And it's good to prevent this it's just okay, it's best move in position recommended by the engine, so it must be good. And knight to d5, so attacking the queen here, and queen goes back to d8, knight to g5, pawn captures d5, bishop captures, attacking the rook now, and also threatening to make a check here on the king and win, and yeah, so it's double attack, putting much pressure against this pawn. and Levon goes for rook to a7, just developing the pieces since this bishop is going to stay here since it's needed in defense for this pawn, and now rook can move, and after the knight has moved away from here, it can be moved into the d or e file, and then you can pile up your pieces here in the mid side. And Ding goes for b4, and it's interesting move since it looks like you give it away, and maybe better move was knight captures f7. So at least the recommend by engine is the knight captures f7. But okay, he goes for b4, and Levon immediately uses this opportunity to pick up the free pawn here and attack same time the rook. So, but Ding pushes now the bishop into the f7 and eliminates the pawn here, and it must be captured by the Levon. And knight captures f7 and queen to f8. Levon doesn't want to pick up it with the king, since it would be really nasty when you have it. If you pick it up, you can deliver a check here and pick up the after the king moves, you can pick up the bishop here, and also, yeah, well, that is the problem here. So it doesn't work. So queen goes to f8 and knight to d6, attacking the bishop now, and bishop captures, and I'm same time offering here the attacking the bishop and offering bishop for the knight exchange. So bishop captures now here in the d file, and rook captures. Excuse me, first queen comes with the queen, he checks the black king, and king moves to g7, and after that you pick up the bishop with the rook. Yes. So now Ding has a really good attack here on the e file, and he's really dominating the party here at the moment. And Levon goes for c7 with the rook, and Ding just pushes g3, queen to f7, rook to c6, just attacking the rook, since it's not covered by anyone, so you need to well, it's the best opportunity to just pick it up, but you're gonna lose it anyway. And queen comes to queen captures c6 now, and queen to f8, rook to c1, defending the piling up the pieces on the c file, and Levon moves his knight in the way in c5, and now just queen captures b6, knight to e6, queen to c6, and knight to d4, just threatening to come here, deliver a check or something, and maybe try something. And it's 4 pawns, 5 pawns, queen and rook versus 3 pawns and knight, queen and bishop. So Ding is up exchange and 2 pawns, and he delivers a check here, and with the queen at c7, and king runs away at h6, queen to queen captures bishop at the c8 and offering the queen trade, and Levon cannot excuse me, Levon declines the trade here, and Ding goes for D1, which is considered as a blunder since it's give up the defense of the queen, and it's only attacking the knight here, which can really easily get away from here, and maybe threatening to come here, and after you go with the rook, maybe here you get a little bit better situation, but still Ding is up exchange, but there's still a chance for the Levon to win this game if he manages to do the best moves, but it's a rapid game, so it's easier said than done. And okay, Levon goes for f3, but best move here recommended by Engine was queen to d6, which was actually rook to c4, I mean. So just what? I'm confused now. Okay, well, okay, but here queen to d6 was the best move. So just get into defense this knight, so it cannot be picked up, or if it gets picked up, it's just queen versus queen, and with five pawns against 3 pawns, still winning for the white, but it would be much easier to fight for the draw for the black. So, but the knight goes to f3, and king to g2, and queen to e4. Excuse me, I'm a little bit tired, so my commentation, I'm getting a little bit confused here right now. And Levon goes for the d4, and it was this position when he resigned the game. Or actually he ran out of, I think he ran out of the time here, since they are just repeating the moves in this end, and Levon, well, I don't actually know if he resigned or just ran out of the time, but it's still an easy victory for the white, since you can easily just check here, and when the king moves, you just bring the pawn here, and there's not much squares left for the. Actually, it's checkmate in 2, so that's why Levon resigned, because it's just checkmate in 2. Queen goes here, king moves, and it's just like that. There's nothing to do here. You cannot even block it with anything. So that's about it. The game, Liren won this tournament, and this was the number 3 of their match. Third game of their match in the rapid section, and sorry for confusing, but I'm gonna upload this anyway. Thank you guys for watching, and goodbye and peace out.